Hello, good and friendly people. This is Lisa Gale, back to share another recipe with you. And what I'd like to share with you today is some stuffed green pepper. I've already gone ahead and browned 1 pound of ground beef. I can pretty much brown it until it's dry. I add to that 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and 1 teaspoon of minced onion. I wanted to show you this gadget today. This is an electric mini food processor, and that's what I used to mince the onion. I also have made jasmine rice. Some of you may have rice cookers, and that's fine. I have bought myself a 3-quart saucepan with a lid that fits really nice and tightly on there, and it has a heavy bottom. We're not going to put all of this in our green pepper. We're actually only going to measure out about 1/2 cup, a little bit more if you want. We're going to go ahead and put the ground beef into our bowl. Stuffing for the green pepper together. I'm going to scoop out about 1/2 cup of this rice. And the reason why I have so much rice that I made is Mr. Gold loves rice pudding. And so I think maybe even for our next recipe I share with you, I'm going to share with you my mama's famous rice pudding. But I have made this rice pudding so often that I have it down to exact measurements and an exact science. And the other thing we're going to add for this filling is a small can of tomato paste, which I'm adding right here. I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. About 1 teaspoon will be enough. Actually, for me, I think it looks like maybe a little bit more. I am going to add a little salt and pepper. Okay, and I have my spatula here. I'm going to mix this all up. So I'm going to mix it all together. And then when you're done with this, you're just, I actually like to add a little of the shredded cheese to the mixture. So I think what I'm going to do here is reach over and just add a little sprinkle. We're going to add most of our cheese to the top. It's coming together nicely. It kind of makes, it's kind of all sticks together. You don't want to take your stuffed pepper out of the pan after it's baked and have all the stuffing fall out and fall apart. And of course that cheese is melting a little bit because our rice and our beef is still kind of warm. So it's melting the cheese a little bit, which is adding to that ability to stick together. And there, it looks nicely. No egg. Adding an egg makes it seem too meatloafy, makes it taste a little too meatloafy. Just gives you your spice and your filling, so it's nice and meaty. And now I'm going to scoot over here so you can see. Yeah, you're probably going to have to use your finger here because you're scooping it out. And you'll notice when I prepare the green peppers, all of the pith is cut out and all the seeds have been removed. And you want to make sure that's done before you stuff your green peppers. The pith is kind of bitter, and you don't want a whole lot of that bitter taste in your food when you're cooking. And all we're doing now is stuffing these green peppers. And if you really wanted to make this stretch, cutting them vertically like this, you could add another green pepper, and that would be absolutely fine. You just cut down on the stuffing. But like I said, at our house, stuffing is the best part, so we don't mind overstuffing our green pepper a little bit because it's the green pepper gives it that wonderful aroma while it's cooking in your kitchen. But not everybody always cares for green pepper, even when it's cooked. So here at the Goat House, we don't mind. So they're ready. Now, I'd love to show you what these are going to look like when they're done baking. It's only for me about 10:45 in the morning. So obviously I am not ready to prepare our dinner. If you do make these and you slice them horizontally and slice the tops off, you might want to pre-cook your green pepper in a pot of boiling water for about 4 to 5 minutes. You don't want to cook it all the way through till it's tender, but if you're cooking that much pepper and a bigger pepper ratio to the filling, you might want to pre-cook the pepper a little bit, give it a chance to turn out nice and soft. I've never had that issue because I always slice them horizontally like this. So there's less height on that pepper to have the filling cook through and for the pepper to get moist. I've never had trouble with my peppers still being crunchy. However, I think if I stood them up and we cut them horizontally, that could be a problem. So just something to be aware of if you do style your green peppers that way. I am going to cook these about an hour before we're going to eat. I will bake them at 350, 325, because this is glass, for about 45 minutes. Take them out, cover them with some shredded cheese, plop them back in for 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 15, until that shredded cheese is kind of bubbly and nicely melted on the top. And then serve them with a salad and tonight is going to be Italian bread with a little bit of garlic spread, homemade garlic spread that I got from the deli. I hope you try these, and if you do, I hope you like them. Let me know in the comment section below if you try them. Even if you have a recipe of stuffed peppers, I would love to see your green pepper recipe. Be sure to share it below if you have one of your own. That's it for today on Mama Cooks. I'm Lisa Gale, and thank you for joining me.